term limits, standardized journalism requirements, and harsh punishments for those who don't comply. Are you willing to agree to that? Are you willing to set forth term limits? We all know that the president can only serve 8 years consecutively, right? We know that. Why does our Congress not have term limits? The reason that we are in the situation we're in right now is because we have lifelong politicians who just suck money off of our taxpayer dollars. They're bought and paid for by interest groups and lobbyists and the news media, frankly. Term limits have to be part of this next wave of changes and endorsements to our Constitution. It is the only way we are going to prevent the corruption that we see, because we have politicians like Pelosi and Schumer and McConnell and all these people that have been there living off of you and I, our taxpayer dollars. They've become complacent, and they're bought and paid for by the interest groups, the lobbyists, and the news media. If it's good enough for us to have term limits on our president, then it should be the same for our Congress. And we have to make sure this is done while Trump is the president. Then we also have to secure our free speech and make it a true journalistic endeavor. The news media today, it's not journalism. It's not. It's propaganda. And it's bought and paid for by the political establishment. We have to institute a national code of conduct and ethics for our journalists, just like so many of the rest of us who have to have a license: doctors, attorneys, insurance agents, physical therapists, nurses, paramedics. I can go on and on. We have to work within a standard of ethical and professional conduct. The news media does not have this, and it's about time we demanded it. You want to be part of the news media? Then you have to sign a code of conduct. You have to do your job within a certain ethical standard and conduct, and you have to have a license. You have to have continuing education like 80% of the American economy does. If you violate those, you're sanctioned or you're penalized or you lose your license. This is the only way we are going to secure our free speech and eliminate the corruption in our news media. 25 to 30% of the population is completely misinformed because they only watch the major news networks, which are corrupt. We saw that in the debate with the moderators. It was so biased. All you have to do is look on the news to figure out there is this massive expanse between what is real and what is fairyland. And the major news contributors have all been bought and paid for. They're not providing journalism. They're not providing the real facts. They are only providing what the people who have bought them are demanding. And we've got to fix it. Because one of these days, there's going to be a catastrophe. And the American people, all of the American people, are not going to be informed. And then there's going to be catastrophic American loss. These are two of the most important changes that we as the American citizenship need to start working to fix: term limits and a national standard of ethics and conduct for journalism. You have to be hired, or normally you have to have a journalism degree to be hired in the national news. And so, why have we not instituted a regulation? It protects the truth, it protects those who do speak the truth. And I absolutely agree. Our freedom of speech must be protected. And this is a way to guarantee it will be protected and it will be the truth finally. And if you aren't willing to work within the national standards, get a license and comply, then you should not be in journalism. It is too important, and it has been completely and totally corrupted. If you agree with these two changes, share this video and start talking to your appointed officials at the local, state, and national level. America, we've got to make these changes to protect our future so we don't ever get back into the situation that we have been in for decades and decades. Our future generations deserve it. If you agree, please share. Have a great day.